In Your Vote 2020 tonight, some voters in Riverside County dealing with technical issues today as the county kicked off its first day of in-person voting. Today, 130 voter assistance centers open throughout Riverside County. News Channel 3's Shelby Nelson with more on the problems now slowing voting earlier today.
First time Riverside County's voter assistance centers are open to the public for the 2020 general election. But the first day was met with some challenges.
We did see some significant volume in our voter registration lookup system, and that has experienced some intermittent delays.
Delays scattered across the board, with some centers experiencing the issues. Others were just fine. County spokesperson Brooke Federico says the issues were reported just before noon and only impacted the system to look up whether a voter is registered.
Because we're having some delays with this voter registration system intermittently at different locations, some voters may be offered a provisional ballot if we're not able to access that system.
Federico says the delay is happening when a high volume of voters are being processed around the same time.
Brought in the first two people. There's a process that's done for that, and we were in that process when the system started to slow down.
Edward Holzhauer, who is a volunteer at Northgate Community Church in Cathedral City, says they started experiencing the issue right after they opened at 9 a.m.
We spent 35-40 minutes on a call trying to get a hold of someone with IT. Those that were choosing to vote electronically were having to wait or had decided to come back once we were back up and running.
Maybe a dozen of us waited, and then I went shopping. I came back. It's still very slow.
Got here early, long line for us here in the valley, and then went out for coffee and then came back and found out that they were down.
The system began moving a bit quicker later on in the day. Many voters still determined to cast their ballots.
I'm from Canada, and yeah, I just never felt that it was that important until this election.
Probably the most important election of our time.
We're at a precipice here. Get out and vote. You know, it's your obligation to decide who you want to pick for all the races.
Shelby Nelson, News Channel 3.
Now, all 130 voter assistance centers here in Riverside County are going to be open tomorrow and Monday from 9 o'clock in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. Hours on Tuesday, Election Day, will be extended from 7 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock on election night.